Hello, once again, the Sewing Doctor. Today I'm going to start working on this. This is a Juki that just came in now. I'm sure 100% what the issue is. The customer says the machine is not picking up the thread. When it's not picking up the thread, I know for sure that the main gear on this machine is broken, which is this bottom main gear that goes underneath of the actually rotating hook. So, I have those parts. Originally, I'm for Juki. I'm a Juki dealer, so plus I'm a certified Juki tech. So, to do this job, you have to really know exactly what you're doing. Because if you don't know what you're doing, definitely it's going to be a problem. So I'm going to jump into it now. I already had a video, but I'm still going to show you a few little things that I do when I'm going to do that. First of all, you got to make sure that you take the covers correctly. This machine has clips all over the place, and if you don't do it right, you're going to start breaking the clips, and after you put it back together, it's not going to work. It's going to be all loose. So you got to be very careful with that. I'm going to take it off. Also, this machine has many electronic parts. You have to be careful with that too. I am going to jump into it now, start working on it. I will show you later, okay? So this is the Juki F-600 I was just telling you about. You can see that there's no timing. It's completely off because the hook here is not turning. You can see the hook is not turning. The needle goes up and down, but this is not turning. So it means that this bottom gears is broken. I'm going to replace it now. I have already show you a video on it, but once you see a machine that you put your finger in there and the needle goes up and down, this is not turning, it's 100% sure that the actually bottom gear, which is this one, the main one, it's broken underneath. So I'm going to start replacing it. Okay, now the broken gear is out, the new gear is in, everything is back together, and if you could see, everything is turning fine. 100%. The feed dog, it's gonna be off, completely off. Why? Because once you take it off and you put it back together, everything is off. I have put everything back together as the book says, but that doesn't guarantee anything. Once I put everything back together and put it on the machine, I will have to readjust everything, no matter what. It doesn't matter, the book says do that, do this, but fine touches it. Make the knife a little faster, adjust the feed though so that it drops down exactly when it needs to, and adjusting the needle bar so it sends, the sensor would tell the gear come in and cut the thread. Everything has to synchronize, and that's the hardest part of this job. I'm going to put it back together, put the main cover on the front, and then synchronize everything, and I will show you step by step that you could do it, but it needs to be done very, very precise. It's a little bit of a synchronization that needs to be done so the machine works perfect. I have now put everything back together. You can see everything is back together and everything is turning. I'm hearing some noise here, so that's part of the business. Right now the feed drop, it's activated, now disengaged, so that's fine, but I could hear some clicking noise here, meaning that the timing on the actually trimming knife is not working fine. But I have to go up, put the cover in, synchronize now the feed up, the needle and everything so it works. Okay, once I finish everything, the cover is out. All the time is I'm gonna try the machine first because even though I time everything precisely and it should be fine, but if anything, I'll still have the machine open so I could go back in there and do a couple of retouches. I'm just gonna try it and see what we got. Okay, this just sounds good. Stop it, cut the thread, perfect. Stitch is good, I like the stitching. Let me make a wider stitch, because I gotta make sure the wider stitch is working. This machine gave you 7.5. Okay, I'm gonna cut now. It's cutting perfectly fine. Okay, the machine is now fully serviced. I have also attached the foot control on it, because I gotta make sure the foot control is also working fine. First of all, let's try the knife. Perfect. Reverse is good. Reverse stitch is working fine. Needle position up and down correctly. Speed control. I'm stepping all the way down on the foot. I'm gonna see if this, it has to be working fine. Okay, good. So everything is fine. just the last thing, when you work with these machines, you know, this machine has two clicks, two and one here on the bottom. So if you could feel it here, if you could be able to see it, this is perfectly fine. There's no scratches, there's no crack, everything is good, everything is perfect. You cannot find any scratches in here, any scratch nowhere on the bottom. And you know, that has a light here too, so you gotta be careful with that. Some people will break the light, and you don't want that. You want everything to be perfect. So everything, when you put it back together, it clicks, it holds everything back together. So the machine is now 100% perfectly fine. Everything is good. I have tried it, threading, cutting, up and down position, speed control, and all the stitches. It doesn't matter what stitch I select on, the machine's gonna give me that stitch. So that means that everything has been completely set up exactly the way it came from factory. And now you could hear the machine nice and quiet, making a very nice quiet stitch. Nothing is making a loud noise and cranky noise, nothing. It doesn't matter what stitch I select, the machine is cutting 100%. Okay, so now the Juki F-600 that came in with the actually main broken gear on the bottom, it's been completely refurbished. I have put in the new gear directly from Juki. It's a Juki original part. You know, the machine is perfect working now. Like I said, just be careful if you have to work with these. Make sure you take it to someone who knows what to do. If you're not in the New York area, you have in another state, try to make sure that you take it to somebody who really know how to do it, because it requires a knowledge to be able to do it, and also require a tech who really cares, making sure that everything works fine. Okay, so thank you for watching the Sewing Doctor anyway. Bye-bye.